What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we've got some Power Rumble action once again. And today I want to really cover the Germa 66 with their Super Evolution. So they actually did get a little bit of a buff upon Super Evolving, and this character is actually amazing. I have already played around with this unit a little bit in PvP just to see how they actually perform, and they're actually very good. So before we get into this video, we're going to showcase the team, obviously. This is the team that we're running, of course. Germa 66 are based around Psy characters, so building a team around them is obviously what you want to be doing. And Psy are pretty good in PvP, as most people would know. You know, you've got PvP NL, you've got Roger, of course, Wano Law, all fantastic units. You've also got Rebecca, who's a fantastic unit. And then on the bench, we've got some PvP Rare Recruit characters. The Kalgara and Nolan are just kind of here because they just seem like one of the better units we could put on the team. But also Whitebeard and Turbo Mask, if you can fit them on the team on the bench, they're just great units to come on in late game. But let's talk about Germa 66. Let's actually break down what they actually do. So in PvP, upon Super Evolving, their passive will give your Psy characters level 3 defense and level 5 health. So they make your team way more tankier. And then they also state that int enemies will get defense down level 5. Just what an incredible effect, right? Because this is one of the best units to be using against the int defense team. You know, you'll come up against like a Whitebeard, for example, like versus Whitebeard, or Moria is probably the one you'll be worrying about. This helps you reduce their defense so you can output more damage against them. But like even against non-int focused teams, right? Even if you're up against like a slasher team or a driven team, you're most likely going to see like a Doflamingo, right? Who's also an int character. This character can help you get around that Dofi, reduce his defense, deal a bit more damage to him, kill him off, and then his buffs are removed from the enemy side of the field. This passive is amazing, and then he does have a pretty good special on a pretty decent cooldown that targets 3 enemies guaranteed for 2500 fixed damage, and then 3 int enemies are targeted for 100% chance of paralysis for 20 seconds. Another very good special that is going to work well just against the int PvP team. So hopefully I'm able to showcase this guy in this video today against some of those really annoying pesky int teams you may come up against defensively. In terms of his other stuff, he does also reduce damage from int by 30%, helps you get around that. He avoids action bind, so pretty good against Halloween Shanks. There's just so many different instances where this judge is really good in PvP. So hopefully we're able to showcase that today. Let's go ahead and jump into the first match. Let's see what we can find. So I saw this team straight off the bat, and this is probably not the most optimal int team that you come up against, but it's definitely a very annoying int team. You've got Halloween Shanks, Halloween Law, Dofi, and Moria. Those 4 just in general are very annoying to deal with. So let's see what we're able to do here. Hopefully we can get the dub. And as I said, I have actually used this team against other int teams at the moment. Like I've done some test trials, and it's performed pretty well. So I'm hoping that we're able to provide that today. If not, then I look like a clown. But I think Germa should be able to help us out a lot here. So the fact that Wano Law is able to debuff Driven and Powerhouse as well, and then you've got the Germa that also debuff int characters specifically, it definitely, you know, leaves them in a bit of a weird state. I mean, look at that. They've got minus 10 CT at the moment. You've got Germa, which reduces their defense, so they essentially have like hardly any defense going on right now. So we want NL to be launching as quick as possible. Unfortunately, he missed his timing when he came up first. Here he is now, though. He does the 1.1 times damage to all enemies, which is fantastic. Gives us a bit of a defensive buff there. The Rebecca is going to be launching here, which also helps us debuff slasher characters. So Law, Shanks, and Dofi. Actually, yeah, and Komurasaki is also a slasher as well. Unfortunately, Mori's hitting us with this half stat. So NL, Roger, and also the Rebecca go here with that. But Germa, 2500 fixed damage, and the paralysis being inflicted there is awesome to see. Roger's going to come in and debuff them a little bit too. So you can see with all this going on, look at all these debuffs. They're paralyzed, like so much stuff going on. Action bind is going to hurt though, and it does unfortunately land. Law will not be able to launch that special. That really hurts us there. But you know, even despite that, we have a lot of stuff going on here. You know, we've got the recovery on the Komurasaki. Luckily, Komurasaki doesn't recover for too much. We're going to be special binded here. This is going to hurt. Okay, so NL is not special bind, which is actually really good for us here. Luckily, the characters that did get special binded didn't really get special binded for that long and didn't really have their specials up anyway. But there we go, already got a KO, got some more defense reduction. Dofi is gone. Law's going to finally launch his special for the first time, and this is where things are coming very nicely. And then we've got the NL, going to do a pretty good amount of damage here too. Boom, there we go, and it's just the Kalgara Nolan, so it's absolutely GG. There is nothing this man can do right now. And there you go. So the mono side team with Germa 66, like the combination of Wano Law and Germa 66 is what is making this team work against this int or driven based team. It makes it very easy. So that was a really nice showing off with the first match, going up against one of the more annoying pesky teams that you typically wouldn't want to go up against. Having Moria and another int-based team just surrounded by that, you don't really want to be taking on those types of teams, but this team made easy work of it. Alright, so we found another team, and this is another int-based team, and you know, honestly, I don't think this is going to be that big of an issue. We see this time around NL is going to be on the main line. NL gives the enemy team much more defensive capabilities, so we do have to worry about that. But, you know, once again, as we said, with Germa 66 just reducing their defense by level 5 at the start of the quest, like, that's absolutely massive. They have so much speed reduction, and, I mean, look at that. Even though we've reduced their defense by level 5, look at how much defense they have. That is absolutely absurd. This actually could be a pretty scary fight. Luckily, one of the good things about the side team is that they have lots of fixed damage. So if we're able to KO the Komurasaki as quick as we can, that's going to be big. Unfortunately, didn't take too much damage there, but we really want to start launching our specials, reducing their stats. So we really want Roger to come in. That's going to be nice. Here we have the Rebecca, which is going to reduce their defense just a little bit at the start of this fight here, which is good. Roger's going to come in, attacking all characters and giving a lot of them that debuff. So that's really, really good to see. MORIA is going to launch here. So who is he targeting this time for the half stats? It's going to be NL, Roger, and Germa. That's probably not the most ideal, but hey, it is what it is. We got to make our way through it. Bit of fixed damage, bit of paralysis coming in, but man, this is going to be a very, very tough match. Alright, a little bit of fixed damage there. We're just hoping that Komurasaki doesn't heal too much. And then we got Dofi, who actually hits relatively hard, but you know, that half stats from MORIA is actually a big problem because it means all of our characters that are inflicted with that are actually just doing less damage in general, which is obviously not good. NL, he shouldn't do too much damage. Yeah, we eat that. Though Roger is taking quite a bit of damage right now, which is not good to see. We don't have any of our specials right now. It's already halfway through the quest. This is looking a little sketch, man. Just so defensive, but they are relatively low on health. Komurasaki is going to heal a little bit here. How much health did they recover back? They actually recovered a little. I mean, Dofi having so much health is just super, super scary. All right, so we got Rebecca coming in, going to reduce their defense a little bit further, but even though we're reducing the defense by a lot, like, they just keep getting it back, and it's just not fun. This is really, really bad. Is this going to work out all right? I have no idea. Luckily, the half stats is gone from MORIA, so NL will be doing normal damage. We are starting to get some KOs, though, which is good to see. So NL is gone. Jozu is gone. So defensively, they're not looking too good right now. Though we got another half stats again on NL. NL just keeps getting that. But here we go, the 2500 fixed damage did KO the Doflamingo. We're looking pretty good, and this might get the win. And there we go. So even after all of that, the mass amount of defense and health and recovery that they had, and they were trying to debuff us, we still pulled through. Dude, okay, you don't have to worry about these MORIA teams no more. I got you covered. These teams work absolutely fine. Alright, look, I may have spoken too soon, but this is a little bit of a different team. I think this is going to be much more difficult because they got Fire Tank, and they also have the Blackbeard, which are not considered int characters. But you do see there's Smoker, there's Law, there's MORIA. I don't think we're going to win this match because especially after we get the first KO, NL comes in and gives them more defense. So look, I think this is going to be classified as an L, but I just saw the team and I wanted to challenge it just to see how it would perform. But the fact that Fire Tank is such an annoying character, man. They just give their team so much, just a ridiculous unit. And especially with super classes on the way, I feel like, you know, these dual units are going to be like really, really powerful moving forward. All right, so at the moment, actually, I was expecting their stats to be a little bit higher. Okay, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. But luckily, we have reduced their CT by quite a lot, which is good to see. They do have blowback, the blowback effect up, which is kind of annoying. But actually, starting off with good damage. Their Law must be like must have nothing. Why does it have like nothing? Okay, they must not have their stats leveled up. Okay, this might have been a little bit of an easy match, I think. I mean, the team looked intimidating, but I think it's just the fact that I don't think shit's leveled up. Alright, so Law's gone. See you later, buddy. Alright, and we got yeah, okay, like... Alright, look, I was so scared, but nah, this is a free win. This is actually a free win. This is absurd. This is absolutely absurd. Like, this stuff not limit broken, not anything. Bro, what's going on? Alright, well... It's nice to get a free win every once in a while, you know, you love to see it. Either way, if this stuff was completely, like, maxed out, rainbowed, leveled up, max candy, you know, this would have been a very, very scary team to come up against, but, yeah, look, that was a very, very comfortable win. Anyways, I'll leave you with that, guys, because we've just shown in this video that you don't have to be scared of the MORIA teams no more. Now, look, when Yamato eventually releases the int Yamato, that is going to make int teams a little bit more scarier to deal with, so you do have to keep that in mind, but just showing you, you know, you can still get stuff done with this team, which is really, really fun. And with that being said, guys, that is going to conclude yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Thank you very, very much for watching. And if you guys enjoyed the video today, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.